welcome to another episode of CarSifu. I've travelled to the land of the Big Band, Harry Potter, Mr. Bean and the Spice Girls. So for this week's episode, we are going to check out the new MINI Countryman. Well, I'm not much of a car expert, but I'm going to give you all the information I can to help you decide if this car is going to be your next ride. Let's check this out. BMW took a large bet in 2010 when it introduced its first ever SUV. But 7 years later, the MINI Countryman is among its best sellers. Although the second generation looks similar to its predecessor, it has an edgier look and robust feel. The 2017 Countryman is also the biggest MINI model to date. Compared to the last MINI, this model is 20 cm longer and 3 cm wider. The expansion leads to the increased space of its 5 full-fledged seats, although placing 3 adults at the back may be a bit of a squeeze. As this model stresses on function, the latest MINI allows its rear seats to split 40-20-40 for a nice mix of cargo and passenger. The 6.5-inch screen infotainment system is nothing new, but for tech-savvy or MINI hardcores, an upgrade to an 8.8-inch setup with navigation and touch screen display is also available, like the one in our test drive car. When we're going back hometown, we tend to stuff the boot to max. This car offers 450 litres of boot space with the seats up. And if you want to close it, with the touch of a button. Simple. Well, if that amount of space still doesn't make the cut, this model allows it to be extended up to 1,390 litres when the rear seats are folded. A simple yet genius feature that caught my attention is definitely the picnic bench. The cushioned seat can be folded, providing an extra seat to enjoy the scenery with a cup of teh tarik. Oops, I meant tea. To test drive the MINI Countryman, we started our journey from Hetzer House, a gorgeous Georgian-style mansion in Hetzer, Buckinghamshire, to Soho Farmhouse in Chipping Norton. The route chosen was a good mix of driving conditions, totaling of 160-kilometer return journey. I'm driving the Cooper S in all-4 all-wheel drive automatic variant in a high-powered petrol version which generates 192 horsepower and 280 Nm of torque. Simply put, it should be a powerful car. So what I like about this car is that it feels agile and stable even at corners, which gives me the confidence to drive it. I'm also quite impressed with the noise level of this car. It goes a tiny bit loud when you heavily accelerate it, but as you drive it, you'll notice very little sound. It is also just the right size for me, as I prefer smaller cars to zip around town, able to fit into tricky parking spots but still fun to drive. Driving the MINI in London was tremendous fun, although the constant drizzle and fog makes it pretty challenging. The car still maintains its sharp steering response and impressively handles dips and bumps fluidly, making it a comfortable drive. Another cornerstone to the Countryman family is the introduction of first plug-in hybrid Mini Cooper Countryman SE All-4 with a petrol engine powering the front wheels and an electronic motor powering the rear wheels.
The car that we have here is a plug-in hybrid version, which we are going to launch in June this year. And it's very economical because it's a two-engine. The combustion engine is driving the front axle and the electrical engine is driving the rear axle. So by the combination of both, you also have an electric all-4 propulsion. And this car uses 2.1 liter of gas per kilometer and has a very low CO2 emission of 49 grams per kilometer. So that's our most sustainable car that we have in the MINI Countryman fleet.
The company is also aiming to make this new model as the first primary car for families for its functionality and at the same time attract the young actives.
As we have developed also the dimensions of the car, we're now moving from the small car sports activity vehicle segment to the compact sports activity segment in the premium area. And our main target groups are families, but also young actives. Families especially like the functionality, the versatility in the interior space. And the young actives especially want to accommodate their leisure gear like surfboards, mountain bikes when they go out into the wild. They also, of course, fancy the all-4 four-wheel drive, which is also a new development.
I had a great time riding the new MINI Countryman, and I hope that with all of the information that I just shared, it could help you decide if this car will suit your lifestyle. Having a great looking car might be what we want, but it should suit our needs. Suhaila Saifuddin, Star TV.